Ladies and gentlemen, this amateur light heavyweight combat jiu-jitsu match is set for one 10-minute round, and it is brought to you by our friends at Smoky Mountain CBD. Introducing first, he's fighting out of the blue corner. He steps into the cage tonight at a height of 6 feet and 206 pounds. He trains with Lawrenceburg Combat Club, and he fights out of Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. I present to you Ben Littrell! And his opponent, across the cage and fighting out of the red corner. He steps into the cage tonight at a height of 6 feet and a weight of 205 pounds. He trains with Pedigo Submission Fighting, and he fights out of Nashville, Tennessee. I present to you Josh Maynor!
Josh Maynor looking big. I mean, Ben Littrell's a big guy too, but these guys are two big dudes for 205.
Littrell's ears tell you all you need to know about his experience level. Those are the ears of a guy that has been grappling for a long time. And we're underway. Curious to see who draws first blood in the strike department. Now Maynor is grounded, hunting
See Ben
for a
going
neck.
for that neck immediately, as he's going to probably try to stay nice and heavy on Josh.
First submission wins. It will be one 10-minute round. Strikes legal, open palm from the ground. Combat Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu rules. Littrell here, this has got to be uncomfortable for Maynor in the early going.
Yep. We see the first point of contact there, and I think it's just Ben trying to open him up a little bit, which is smart.
Looks like he's hunting a darce or a chancery choke. Maynor's such an intelligent grappler, though, you know. It's going to have to really be a really solid technique that catches him. We've seen him in so many of these contests.
We see Ben hunting for the neck here.
Trying to move to the back.
That's a good way right there. That's good technique from Ben to help open up that. And I think Josh immediately saw what he was trying to do there. He said, oh, if I keep my hand here, I'm going to be protecting my neck and maybe these shots too. So Josh being smart.
I'm actually really enjoying seeing Littrell in action here. It kind of gives you an insight into the rise of Jeff Jankowski. You know, this is the guy he's training with.
Yeah,
this is his mentor.
Yep.
And Jankowski, it seems like, getting so much better each time you see him. And when you see the power and the technique behind Ben Littrell, you can see where those skills must be rubbing off.
Mm-hmm. Josh trying to isolate the left hand of Ben Littrell, which is smart, but he's going to have to formulate a game plan after that.
So far in the early going here, it's been Littrell enjoying all the striking action. Those slaps to the side of the head are pretty intense. And this is a fair amount of adversity here for Maynor to deal with early, maybe more than we've seen him in the past. Josh Maynor did say he was in the best shape he's been in, which is a scary thing to consider how much success he's had.
Yep.
It was interesting hearing him say, Maynor, that there might be one more MMA bout in his future, but I think he's got
more than that. And, you know, he's also another guy that's going to say, that's it, or, you know, hanging up the hat. And ultimately, I'll believe that when I see it. It's 7 minutes remaining, 7 and 20 remaining here of this 10-minute round.
Whatever the future plans may be, he's got all he can handle and then some right now with Ben Littrell. I think the strike count has got to be far in the favor of Littrell, probably about 20 to 30 to 0.
Yep.
Although Maynor did go for a pretty aggressive slap right there.
Yep. And I could see Josh maybe setting up a triangle here. Nope. Ben's going to make some attempt to pass the guard here of Josh.
Shades of power slap here.
Absolutely.
Oh, hammer slaps from Ben Littrell. Maynor's face is pretty beat red. He's taken a lot of these slaps to the side of the head and the ear. If you've never been in one of these kind of contests, getting slapped in the ear can really disorient you.
Terrible.
Into mount now for Littrell, and this might be the beginning of the end. That's what makes these combat jiu-jitsu bouts so entertaining, you know. In submission grappling, you got good submission defense, you might not get choked out from this position, but in combat Brazilian jiu-jitsu, that head is getting slapped like a Congo drum.
Yep, absolutely. We got 6 minutes remaining here in the first and only. I don't know why. So you get so locked into time slots. It's so hard to say, oh, we got X amount of 1 round, 10 minutes, and these guys are picking up a good pace. We see Ben Littrell flattening out Josh Maynor.
Referee taking a look.
Yeah, if he doesn't be smart. Oh, Josh! Wow, we had a good escape there. And that's what he needed to do to stay intelligent and stay defending in this match.
Ben Littrell has looked very comfortable so far. It was nice to see Maynor escape from that really bad position, but
terrible position, and Josh did a great job just creating a little bit of space and getting out of that.
Finds himself now with Littrell on top of him once again. Maynor, I think, needs to get a little bit of his own offense going just to get himself in the rhythm, kind of fight his way back into things. About 5.5 minutes left in this round.
Yep.
This is a hard-fought contest. Fans, thank you so much. You're enjoying our third bout of the evening as you're witnessing
Ben,
a
Ben
guillotine.
The neck very tight, and that's a tap from Josh, and we saw him have that cow pick and then just turned it right into the guillotine, and that was really good. Good work for Ben, and I know Josh will be back soon.
The Lawrenceburg fans, you see Jeff Jankowski, and man, do they travel well down here in Chattanooga. Here is the fight-ending maneuver. I was talking to the fans while Ben Littrell was lining up a vicious guillotine choke that secured him the victory.
Yep, absolutely. Good W for Ben, taking it back to the Lawrenceburg team.
You can see why Ben Littrell is such a handful in the MMA world, too, with a physique like that and those grappling skills. Great showing from him. Josh Maynor, listen, ran into just a very tough opponent tonight. He's got a big smile on his face, good sportsmanship. And Josh has got his daughter here to lift his spirits. So many of our fighters, great family people. Josh Maynor, great family man. It was a guillotine choke victory for Ben Littrell at about 5-minute mark. Half the round to go. Littrell did not need it. Secured the submission. Gonna get his hand raised in the Aries cage. We throw it now to Lance Green.
Ladies and gentlemen, 4 minutes and 47 seconds into the round. Your referee, Josh Amato, has brought this to a halt. Your winner, by way of submission due to guillotine choke, out of the blue corner, Ben Littrell.